The levels of injustice that you experience in a narcissistic relationship are chronically high. They leave you bruised, deeply injured, shocked, and angry. These feelings of anger, resentment, and frustration want you to take revenge. They make you feel like you want to get back at the narcissist and give them a taste of their medicine. But you and I know that you are not a bitter person like that. It's not in your personality. That's why in today's episode, I'm going to talk about 5 ways to really defeat a narcissist. How you can do that in 5 steps. Before we get started, please make sure that you're subscribed to this channel if you're watching this episode on YouTube in a video format, and press that bell icon to stay updated with every latest post that I post here. If you're listening to this on a podcast platform, make sure that you also follow and subscribe. Let's get started. Number 1, do not react. Do not give them the fuel. You and I know that narcissists thrive and survive on supply. Supply can be any form of emotional control they have on other people, especially in this context. The capability to affect you emotionally, the capability to elicit an emotional supply from you is what the narcissist wants to do. Therefore, any kind of response, any kind of reaction that you give to them, be it positive or negative, it defeats the purpose and basically they win. And that is how they are able to maintain control. So if you want to truly defeat them, you don't have to fight them directly, because if you wrestle with a pig, you are going to get out dirty and the pig is going to enjoy the fight. Instead, you just don't have to fight at all. You don't have to react. You don't have to give them any kind of emotional supply. And that is what will burn a narcissist for real. Now, again, I know that your intention may not be to harm them, but deep down you have to know and understand that by not giving any form of supply, you, number one, save yourself. Number two, you defeat them. They do not get what they wanted to get from you. This is why it's very, very important to understand that going no contact is the only way to deal with such toxic individuals. And I know that in all of the cases, it's not possible, especially when when you have children with a narcissist, or when you are stuck in a job situation. What to do in those cases, I'll be posting a link over here in the corner that would lead you to one different video where I talk about 7 ways to maintain minimal contact, or 7 ways to deal with a narcissist when you cannot completely cut them off. So watch it out and learn all of those tactics. Moving ahead to number 2, document everything. Narcissists are very unpredictable. You don't know what they are going to lie about and when they are going to do so. Therefore, you have to make sure that you keep a proof of everything possible. You document every single thing in any possible way. You don't necessarily have to record the conversations unless you really want to, or you don't have to capture the videos. You can just write the events down in detail and depth in your own journal for your own sake, because narcissists are known for extreme gaslighting. They are known for manipulation. They are known for messing with your head. They are known for twisting the truth, and you cannot afford to let that happen, especially when you are fighting them in a court. If it is a court battle that is going on, they would try to fabricate all the lies that would have never imagined. They would come up with stories that are baseless, but they would sound true, and that is what they want to happen. They want the judge to feel some kind of truth in the stories they fabricate, and basically they are using the law against you. That's a different topic to talk about, but you have to document everything for your own sake, so that if there is a need, if a need arises, you can put everything out there in detail and as much depth as would be needed. Number 3, don't take the bait. Reject any and every form of reconciliation. When a narcissist cannot control you directly, they control you using your fragile emotions and weak spots. They try to control you using the buttons that they know they can push and elicit a specific emotional response from you. In this context, they know that if they display the change, of course it's fake, it would be fake if they do so, but they know if they pretend to change and show you the best version possible of themselves, you may get fooled into accepting them again and giving them one more chance. So if you have left the narcissist, or if you are in the process of doing so and the narcissist suddenly becomes nice, goes out of their way to just do things for you and just basically become someone that they truly deeply are not, that is a big red flag for you. You have to ask yourself questions like, what miracle happened that made this person who didn't change for, let's say, a decade, 12 years, 5 years, suddenly change now at this point when I am leaving and when they know that they won't be getting supply from me anymore? How can I possibly trust this person when every single time that I gave them a chance, they took advantage of it and basically destroyed the chance and destroyed me as well? How can I trust a person who can not be trusted even with the most insignificant and simplest of things? So you have to reject any and every form of hoovering attempt. They may suddenly act out of their behavior and personality and do things like, invite you for an outing, start paying attention to the children, and suddenly start acting like a parent who is very interested now in the children and wants to give them the best experience and so on. Do not be fooled by that. They might buy you gifts, they might basically say the right things, they might even go to therapy, who knows. These people are unpredictable when it comes to retaining the supply and maintaining the control. So do not get fooled by it. Be in check with your emotions, be in check with what your thoughts and feelings are so that you do not take a wrong decision. Before we move to the number fourth, let me know how you have defeated the narcissist, what you have done in your personal journey. I just would like to know, I'm curious to know about it. Drop your experiences in the comments below. Number four, do not react to aggressive behavior. It's rightly said that narcissists' accusations are confessions. When the love bombing doesn't work, when the hoovering doesn't work, they start putting you down. You get to see the worst of the worst side that they kept hidden from you. You get to see the monstrous side that has no empathy, that is absolutely and totally cruel, that knows no boundaries, that says anything and everything that they want to without any filter, without giving a damn about how it would be received and how it would impact you. So be prepared for it. If you are in the process of leaving, be prepared for that aggressive behavior as well, because they might become aggressive either right away or after hoovering you for a little bit, after trying to re-love bomb you for a little bit, re-idealize you for a little bit. If that doesn't work, if you do not respond to that, just understand and expect a lot of friction, a lot of aggression, a lot of narcissistic rage from their side. And when that happens, they might try to call you names, verbally harass you, abuse you, do all of the things that you, as I said, you may have never expected them to do. At this point, just remember this: do not take their blame shifting and projections personally, because as I said, their accusations are confessions. Deep down, it's their own shit that they are putting on you. Deep down, they know it is them, but they definitely consciously do not want to relate with it. That's why they almost separate it from their ego identity and make it your fault so that they can somehow, run away from their own darkness. So just see it as that. See it and understand it as that. Do not take it personally. Do not react out of your own emotional reactivity. If they are aggressive, do not become aggressive, because as I said, this is wrestling. This is like wrestling with a pig. They love to do that in the mud. They love to get dirty. You don't. So it's not your field, it's not your game, it's not your circus, it's not a place where you would be able to win. Because you can't win with a narcissist if you fight with them the same way they do. That is something that I want you to remember, and that is also very important to know when you are trying to defeat a narcissist. Keeping that in mind, when a narcissist becomes aggressive, let's say you have to maintain some kind of minimal contact, when ideally it should be no contact, but I understand there are exceptions to it. So what you can do, there is an exercise, a quick tip that I can give you. This is something extra. You can imagine yourself inside a bubble of light. You can imagine yourself inside a bubble of protection. This comes from the light, the universe, God, whatever your higher self, whatever you believe in. It could be just a layer of protection, an imaginary wall between them and you. And you can imagine that everything that is coming out of their mouth is hitting this wall, it is hitting this bubble, and it's deflecting back. It's just going back to them because it's not yours to take. Because that will protect your sanity. In a nutshell, do not respond to their aggression. Do not. Number 5, and the final one. Become the best version possible that you can ever be. Narcissist's worst nightmare is an empowered and a healed empath. You might have heard it. I don't know who's saying it is, but you understand that a narcissist wants to keep you in the darkness, because for them, as long as you are in the darkness, they are able to control you. As long as you stay in the darkness, it gives them a feeling of satisfaction and control. It gives them a high. It gives them a way to kind of feel that they are capable of something. Again, it is rooted in deep insecurity, basically, if we were to look at it objectively. But you have to know that the best way to defeat a narcissist is to become your best version possible. You have to work on your healing, because the narcissist has assumed, believes basically that you would be never able to get out of the darkness. You'll be always stuck, and you can never become or be better than them. That is the basic foundation of narcissism, that they think that they are better than others, especially you. So you have to prove them wrong. You have to succeed, not only materialistically, that is an important component of success, but you have to succeed emotionally. You have to leverage this experience and make it an experience that initiates deep healing for you. You have to look deep down inside of you and look at your history, look at the possible roots of your trauma patterns, of your childhood wounds, so that you can work on them for once and all. And that would make sure that you wouldn't end up with one more narcissist, same kind of personality, but a different face. So become who you truly are meant to be, because that potential, that resourcefulness, those capabilities, that potential that you have, all of these things are within you. You just have to work on manifesting them. Manifest them. And you don't even have to show them that you have succeeded in a particular way. They would just know it. They would feel it. And when they would know about it, they would be shattered. Again, the intention shouldn't be the intention behind accomplishing something or becoming successful shouldn't be that you are doing it for the purpose of sole purpose of defeating the narcissist. The intention should be that you're doing it for yourself. And defeating the narcissist is basically a secondary benefit of that. It's a way to channel your anger properly. So I hope in today's episode I was able to give you a thorough and a deep understanding of how to defeat a narcissist in 5 best ways possible. I'll talk with you very soon in the next one. Till then, let the healing begin.